What is going on, guys, and welcome to another cartoon conspiracy theory with your host, as always, K-Mac Time. And now we all know Rick and Morty has always been known for its crazy characters and its dark sense of humor.
Take it easy, Rick. That's dark.
Oh, it gets darker, Morty. Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. First thing that's different.
But perhaps one of the darkest characters in the show is Mr. Jellybean, who is featured in Season 1, Episode 5, Me Seeks and Destroy. He is the king of the poor medieval village that Rick and Morty agree to help out. And, as you may remember, Mr. Jellybean attacked Morty in the bathroom of the Thirsty Stare Saloon.
Stop fighting me. Just let this happen.
Get off of me!
Sweet home Alabama!
Woo! No! Please!
Stop being such a tease, you sweet little...
That scene is incredibly dark and very creepy. I mean, it just screams child rapist or child molestation. But what if there was another reason why Mr. Jellybean attacked Morty? Well, way back in 2014, shortly after that episode first aired, one of the show's writers, Ryan Ridley, actually made an interesting post on the Rick and Morty subreddit that tried to explain the real motivation behind Mr. Jellybean's attack. In the post, Ridley says, and I quote, "Everyone assumes that King Jellybean was attempting to sexually assault Morty by penetrating him with his genitalia, which explains why the reactions to it have been so strong. However, King Jellybean has no genitalia. What he was trying to do was force Morty to lick the outer surface of his Jellybean body where thousands of nerve endings are concentrated. Yes, he would have derived a tremendous amount of pleasure from it, but so would Morty because of the incredible flavor. King Jellybean had become addicted to the high he received from enzymes entering his bloodstream through alien saliva. Unfortunately, the high for him became weaker and weaker with repeated engagements of the same species, so he would constantly on the look for new ones. That's why he spent so much time in places like the Thirsty Stare Saloon, where a diverse multitude of interdimensional beings congregated. Morty was the first human, so he was especially aggressive with him. To Jellybean, Morty was more like a big walking crack rock than an object of sexual desire, and he was desperate for a hit. Over the years, the repeated interspecies body licking caused the depletion of a key chemical in the Jellybean body, resulting in a loss of color, which is why King Jellybean is that grayish shade instead of his normal colorful Jellybean hue. This is similar to what users of MDMA experience with the depleted levels of serotonin. Now, I'm not saying what Mr. Jellybean did wasn't wrong, he was just an addict, and plain and simple. His behavior became increasingly erratic and violent, as we would see in drug addicts." End quote. And again, that was written by an actual writer from the show. However, it was later revealed that that post was actually a joke due to the backlash from that scene and the actual show. They were just making light of it, and Mr. Jellybean is in fact a child molester, and this wasn't the first time he had been seen doing this type of activity. Of course, we can go look at the post-credit scene where Mr. Jellybean's disciples find a box of inappropriate pictures and decide to burn them instead of exposing him as a rapist. But there is even more evidence of his molestation-filled past. In one of Justin Roiland's previous cartoon shorts on Channel 101, we see Mr. Jellybean as the character called Crumply Crumplestein, and he is the host of a show called Unbelievable Tales. He is portrayed as a child molester in the same short, cutting off two young boys' faces and sticking them onto his own in a Hannibal Lecter type weird sexual pleasure from this. Super crazy.
The time has come for me to dispose of you. I've had my sexual fill, and I cannot allow your presence to distract me from my job as head writer and host of the wildly successful television show Unbelievable Tales. God forgive me!
So my theory is that Crumply Crumplestein is in fact Mr. Jellybean. I think that after murdering those two kids, he fled his prior life and wound up starting a new settlement in a very obscure place where no one would recognize him. It was then that he declared himself king of that settlement and started using his power over the population to continue to molest young children. And that is why we saw him in the saloon bathroom trying to solicit Morty. So Rick really did do a great deed to the entire world when he put Mr. Jellybean out of his misery. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are Rick and Morty fans or theory fans, please hit that like button down below and check out some of my previous Rick and Morty theories. Feel free to subscribe for more theories in your sub boxes daily. And go ahead and drop the code word Mr. Jellybean down in the comments, and I will know you guys made it all the way to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the time you guys come over and watch these videos. It really helps me out a lot. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always came back time somewhere. Till then, take it easy and peace out.
The winner is... Ninja.